2 hours south of Chicago, situated between cornfields and pastures, lies our team's unique micro-urban home, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. A hub of innovation, the university is home to one of the most robust public transit systems in the country, advanced supercomputers, and a COVID-19 testing system, which, through the ingenuity of our university community, has saved lives. However, left in the shadows of the university exists a broader community who, despite living just miles away, face education inequity, housing insecurity, and struggle to address environmental waste. At Illinois Enactus, we step out of our campus bubble to engage with our community and truly understand the issues they face. We dive deeper, pushing our organization to not only address UN Sustainable Development Goals, but to actively make Urbana-Champaign a better place to live.
Through creating products that transform soap and coffee ground waste, we are able to develop a curriculum that empowers unemployed individuals in our community.
By enabling high school students to launch their own sustainable clothing brand, we fight against the lack of arts education in low-income communities and the cycle of textile waste.
And in developing an alternative form of wood to combat deforestation, we are providing designers across the country with sustainable materials that change the way people view non-renewable resources.
With over 60 members and 9 different projects, we challenge ourselves to tackle the root causes of inequity and involve the community every step of the way. We are entrepreneurs, designers, advocates, and innovators. We are Illinois Enactus.
Grounds for Growth addresses a core issue involved in overcoming poverty: the need for affordable housing. In Champaign, thousands of residents await housing vouchers weekly, and the Housing Authority's waiting list currently stretches over 5 years. Our project partner, Restoration Urban Ministries, helps bridge this gap by providing a transitional home for those seeking refuge.
Restoration Urban Ministries, also known as RUM, is a local rehabilitation center housing a number of adults who aspire to rebuild their lives. As a faith-based organization, RUM helps its residents through classes and workshops about employment, substance abuse, and many other recovery programs. Many of these residents are looking to gain skills to not just re-enter, but also succeed in the workforce.
Grounds for Growth addresses this need precisely. This project upcycles coffee grounds and soap waste to create personal care products, specifically soaps and scrubs. With a profit margin of over 56% or $284 per unit, we can ensure high supplemental income for the RUM residents. Grounds also provides a well-rounded curriculum and employment to 11 residents, exposing them to topics such as legal advocacy, resume building, the advantages of education, and business development.
Prior to COVID-19, residents were directly involved in every phase of the process, from molding to packaging. Through our model, Grounds for Growth is truly a business whose operation and vision are run by the residents themselves. Despite social distancing protocol inhibiting residents from production, Grounds has hosted a variety of events with other student organizations on campus, involving 87 people in scrub making and selling events. We also offer our products at the local farmers market.
After 9 events this fall semester, the business has made $610 in profit, all of which goes directly back to the residents.
However, the impact doesn't stop there. We've recycled 35 cups of used coffee grounds and soap waste in the past 7 months alone. Each product has a triple bottom line impact: upcycling materials, monetary gains, and inspiring the residents to see opportunities all around them. Empowered to work independently on the project, these residents are learning how to operate a sustainable business that allows them to combat the striking poverty rates across Champaign-Urbana, one budding entrepreneur at a time.
47% of youth in Champaign-Urbana's 3 high schools come from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. Schools here face a funding gap, which forces administrators to cut programs deemed non-essential, often including the arts. As a result, high school students often lack a creative outlet at school, and those that are interested in fashion entrepreneurship are deterred from pursuing a career in this rapidly growing industry. Despite these challenges, arts education remains extremely crucial in the lives of these students.
In fact, low-income students engaged in the arts are twice as likely to graduate from college, tend to score better on standardized testing, and succeed in the workforce. These programs provide students the opportunity to problem solve and critically analyze their work, skills which are applicable to any career path.
In addition to a lack of arts education funding, our community and the nation faces a growing amount of textile waste. In a world of accelerating demand for apparel, consumers want and can increasingly afford new clothing very frequently. The fast fashion model negatively impacts both people and the planet's resources.
Illinois Enactus is diving deeper into these social issues through our project Phoenix. This project aims to incentivize students to learn skills that can be directly applied to their own interests. Phoenix provides them with both the resources and a platform to spread a message that they are passionate about. It is also working towards establishing a circular economy on the foundation of sustainability.
Despite the virtual transition, 10 students have completed several hours in the curriculum through take-home care packages, creating 16 individualized pieces. By recycling 44 pounds of clothes, these students have eliminated 326 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions and saved over 33,000 gallons of water, all while developing their own personal brand.
Phoenix had an extremely successful brand launch, catching the attention of over 1,000 individuals all over the country. The project has also formed a partnership with Trade, a local zero-waste swap service working towards sustainable fashion. Trade will provide a storefront for students to sell their products while also donating extra clothing bins to reduce the carbon footprint of buying new materials. If a student makes 10 pieces and sells each one for $25 to $50, they could earn $250 to $500 a year.
We are continuing to identify communities that lack creative arts education programs and are looking forward to expanding Phoenix to the broader Chicago community in the next 6 months. This is only the beginning of a radical transformation to meet the demand for clothing and bridge the education inequities currently existing in our community.
No matter how far it advances, humanity still relies on what nature can provide to build new products and buildings, even if that means destroying the forests.
Between 2000 and 2010, enough trees to cover the entire state of Mississippi were lost every year to make room for new ranches and to satisfy the demand for materials. The root causes of deforestation include the demand for commodities, bad practices, and government complicity. This issue threatens to deprive almost a quarter of humans from their home. This is particularly important given the vulnerability of indigenous communities, and that indigenous lands are home to roughly 80% of Earth's biodiversity. As a result, the destruction of forest land is the leading cause of extinction on the planet. This also releases large amounts of greenhouse gas at a critical time of climate change, and yet, despite how unsustainable current economic activities are, the demand for solid wood products alone could grow by as much as 61% by 2060.
However, one group that is often overlooked are designers, carpenters, and manufacturers who regularly build products with wood. If deforestation destroys their large supply of lumber, it will open the door for cheaper but toxic alternatives to fill this void in the market, most of which are non-recyclable, non-biodegradable, and improperly disposed of.
To combat this issue, Symmetry has created an alternative form of wood using bacterial cellulose, a sugar commonly found in food waste. This formula was uniquely curated by Enactus member Gabe Tavas and was awarded the Technology Entrepreneur Center's Innovation Prize. This project paves the way for biodesign to serve as a viable form of social entrepreneurship.
The Symmetry team continues to experiment various formulas based on encouraging feedback from woodworkers in the Urbana-Champaign area, who have expressed interest in incorporating this material into their work. So far, they have produced 60 samples, experimented with 7 unique ingredients, and 21 samples have met quality control.
Symmetry has also formed a partnership with The Plant, a community of small businesses demonstrating the benefits of creating a circular economy for local food systems. Kombuchaid, a small business within it, has provided Symmetry with over 200 pounds of bacterial cellulose waste.
Illinois Enactus aims to build a world where designers don't have to choose between their goals and environmental sustainability. They can do both at the same time. This project fights for a world where humanity can express its creativity while also living in harmony with the environment that it depends on.
People, planet, prosperity.
Our projects put people and communities at the center of our work.
We design products that benefit the planet and sustain our impact.
And when we have sustainable, social entrepreneurship that benefits real people, we have the power to make our community grow and prosper.
That is why we are Illinois Enactus.